Hey, Nicole Rose. Good evening. I'm not on my, um, I'm not in the car right now. Oh, that's good for you. I need to be working out and exercising myself. So, anyways, I'm here at Publix in Brookhaven. Yeah, I just got on. I'm sitting here at Publix waiting for Zifty to be over. And I have to be on my block 90% of the time to get my power boost. So it's pretty slow right now. So I'm sitting here at Publix. So this background noise will get my video flagged because of the song in the background. So I'm sitting here in the deli section, I guess you could say. And I have my laptop with me. I had it in the car. So I said, you know what, let me go ahead and go online, do a live stream, and while wait and see if anybody else comes on. But other than that, Nicole, where you from again? I can't remember. Did you say you was from Atlanta or Texas? Can't remember. Oh, I swear this video is not going to be recorded. With Huey Newton in the background. Oh yeah, that's right, San Antonio, Texas. You know what, Nicole? This Georgia has not been good to me. You know, it's time for me to move, and unfortunately, I'm back onto the grind doing deliveries. So, I'm so sick of these. I've been applying must over. I do need to come to Texas. I don't want to move to Houston, that's for sure. I don't want to do that. And I need to start expanding my job search because Georgia's not been. And you know what? You have to give me. You know what? Send me. Let me give you my email tsmallwood68@gmail.com, and kind of let me know of any job leads. Because right now I'm behind in my mortgage, and that temp agency job I was going to last week, it did not work out, and I can't believe it. I didn't. We had a test at the end of the week. They didn't even show me my exam, and they claimed that I didn't pass. And to be honest, someone told me that they said that job is you're too experienced for that type of entry level job, and I'm getting really frustrated at this point, and I'm trying to change my mindset. A lot of people say, you need to change your mindset. You know, okay. Well, I'm getting my resume redone again, and I just may have to start apply out of state and put my house up for sale, or better yet, put it for not for sale, but probably rent it out. And yeah, I was talking about claims because I was trying to get on. That's what I was trying to do with when I was at that scam company, T Tech, was to get on to the new client they had supposedly with USAA, and I don't know. They just it's this these companies are just playing games. So you have to give me some advice. Okay, that's what I've been wanting to do. I've been wanting to do claim adjusting, and Um, I've been researching to take the exam, and I know Texas being one of the most sought after areas. Okay, I know that. Oh, I know USAA main office was in San Antonio. So, So Nicole just sent me an email because I'm trying to approach and how to get into that field in claim adjusting, and I wanted to. I've been researching, trying to trying to take the test and pay for the exam on my own. So if I'm moving to another state, I wonder if I should just get my claims adjuster's license for the state of Georgia and take the test for Texas. Because at this point, I'm ready to move. I really am, and I'm just going to take. Hey, Dorian. Okay, Nicole. Well, tell me some places to what vendors are great to take the test, so I could start studying for the test and take the license on my own. Because at this point, I'm a little bit. I don't know. I'm just getting a little bit annoyed. So, or better yet, email me. Okay, I figured that. Hey, Ruthie, I didn't forget about you. And Dorian, what time is it? I gotta stay here at this Publix. At least this Publix closed at 10. And hopefully I'll get to 90%. I'm at 69% on duty. I have to get 90%. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, so let me talk about bring about my topic tonight. I'm going to speak about what happens if you owe the IRS. Now, as we know, we're already in March, and if you cannot afford to pay your taxes and say you have taxes due, the one thing you want to do is make sure that you file your tax return. Even if you don't have the money, at least file it and try to pay as much as you can when it's interest free and penalty free. So if you owe anything, try to send something in, $5, $10, whatever you could afford, and send it in up until the deadline of April 15th. If after April 15th you cannot afford to pay, you could do two things. One, you could file an extension and you could get a 30, 60, 90, or 120-day extension. You don't have to pay an application fee. You don't have to pay any application fee, which is usually $125 plus whatever payment arrangements you want to make with the IRS. The first thing you want to do is do the extension. Ask for a 4-month extension and try to pay it within that 4 months without paying an application fee. After 4 months is over, if you still need additional time, then you may file a promise to pay and file an application where you set up a payment arrangement with the IRS, and then you set up an amount. They will accept a certain minimum amount, and they will give you 72 months to pay it. That's just like a dang car note. Now, it depends on how much you owe, of course. And of course, just like anything else, the sooner you pay it off, the less interest and penalties you will pay. Another thing you may want to think about is the other thing you want to think about also in regards to owing the IRS is to also request a penalty abatement. Now, what a penalty abatement does is that they will give you back some of the money. Now, it's not a whole lot of money because the penalty is a 0.5%. The interest is, I think at this time, is 5%. So they will give you a one-time penalty abatement. The best way to approach it is once you pay your balance, you can always request a penalty abatement. And whatever amount that they say you owe, usually it's not a whole lot. It's relative to what you owe. You'll get back that 0.5% back in the penalty abatement request. and it is a one-time request. So that's one thing you want to look into if you owe. Try to file as quickly as possible, or at least have an idea of what you may owe. So that way, you want to avoid a delinquent penalty. A delinquent penalty is basically 25% or 100% of the tax. And if you, not 100% of the tax, up to 25% rather. So do not avoid filing your tax return because you say, oh, I owe. The worst thing you could do is not file because there are different types of penalties. Failure to pay, failure to file. Failure to file penalty is the highest penalty that you could be assessed by not filing. So say for instance, you owe, but you cannot pay by April 15th. You want to file that return anyway because then if you owe, you won't get charged that failure to file penalty. Now, if you cannot file by April 15th, you could ask for a 6-month extension. October 15th is the deadline to file your return. But if you owe taxes, then that extension does not avoid any penalties. You're still going to get penalized. Get out of here, fly. You will still get penalized because you owe the taxes and you didn't pay on time. So keep in mind, always file that return by the deadline. Ask for a 120-day or 4-month extension. And you could avoid paying any application fee, and you pay less in penalties and interest if you could pay it off in 30, 60, 90, or 120 days. Avoid paying delinquent penalties by filing a return by April 15th or filing an extension by April 15th. Give you a 6-month extension to avoid the delinquent penalty for not filing that return. Now, the other penalties that most people are going to experience, especially if you're in a gig economy job work that we do, Uber Eats, Grubhub, DoorDash, paying that 1099 income and not filing adequate estimated tax penalty. There's a penalty for that. Not only do you pay the taxes that you owe, you get penalized for not paying estimated tax penalties. Those are those quarterly taxes that I've been stressing about for the last 2 years since I've been doing my YouTube videos on my tax series. I see a lot of people on YouTube and Facebook flashing their phone, talking about they're making $1,000 to $100 a week doing Uber and Lyft and all those other things. But they do not realize they're not filing their return properly because they're not paying estimated taxes. Now, if you have the app StrideTax actually have a feature that I just looked at last week. Now, I would share my phone, but I have to keep this phone thread open because I can't go away from the app because I got to keep it open just in case I get a delivery, but Zipty's been slow today. So anyway, you want to make sure you, I forgot my train of thought already. You want to make sure you, oh yeah, that's right. The Stride app. The Stride app has a feature where you could put in your income and it would tell you how much money you could pay in estimated taxes. It breaks it down. Now that's a new feature on Stride. Stride is a free app. So if you want to get the Stride app, it's free. And all you do is put in your income or your money that you made. So for instance, today I made $61.67 with Zifty. Now I did do lunch this morning. I did do lunch. I had 3 orders for lunch, and I had 3 orders for dinner. So I made 61.67. So tonight is kind of slow for Zifty, but it's still pretty good. I mean, considering this early in the week, and I didn't have to travel too many miles with Zifty. That's one thing about Zifty. They pay you for the miles going to the restaurant, and they pay you going to the person's house, and pretty much they'll keep you in the same area. You have to go travel far, which is usually not really far with Zifty. Um, they'll pay you to go to that restaurant, but the average tips with Zifty is usually about $10, $11 when it's a slow day. When it's busy, it's pretty good. But I need to start making. I need to start most definitely do more of Zifty during the weekends, especially Sunday. Because Sunday I got lazy, and they were like, "Oh, we were real busy tonight, and we need people to go out." I didn't even go, and I should have went because just like any other companies with these food delivery apps, the weekdays in the beginning, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, is pretty much slow, and then maybe Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it gets busy. So for me to make $61 tonight in 6 deliveries, 3 in the lunchtime and 3 in the evening, I would say that's pretty good. But so but yeah, a lot of times people now they want to vacuum and all this stuff. They close at 10 o'clock. They start cleaning up at 9:15. Well, I guess they leaving at this door at 10 o'clock on the dot. So anyone you have any questions, let me know. You know, I could review your comments. Ruthie, Nicole, Dorian, any questions? You know what they say? No dumb. Nope. There's no such thing as a dumb question. So go ahead and ask. Oh, it's so freezing. Uh-uh. Tell me if the quality is good with this on my laptop because I want to know if it's good, how the quality is because I need to start doing my more live streams at home, and I want to really start editing my videos and start sharing my screen if I know how to do it. Let me see. Can't even see that. Hey, say something, y'all. Come on now. I know some of y'all might be at work. Uh-uh. Hey, could y'all see me? See, that's what I get for messing around with this screen.